but Dusty and Chris are back. D43 Studios coming at you on Facebook Live. Hopefully we're getting back into the swing of things this fall, but for tonight, as our kind of a one-time only, and at least until November gig, we've got the Dupo Fire Department Explorers with us tonight. Say hello, everybody. Jesus, that was weak. We're going to start down at the table, at the end of the table with the lady first, and we're going to introduce ourselves, and we're going to move right up the table. Sorry, if you're sitting here, you're talking. Let's go. Let's start with you, Blondie.
I'm Aubrey.
Aubrey, all right.
I'm Addie.
Vance.
Luke.
Keegan.
All right. So let's kind of get into what made you guys decide to want to be fire department explorers, ladies.
Well, my dad kind of like talked to us about it before it like got started up, and then we showed some interest, so it got started up kind of through us, I guess.
Refresh us who your dad is.
Kelly shot for the fire chief.
Oh, the fire chief. Nepotism. Here we go. I'm just kidding. All right, so he talked to you guys about it, and you showed some interest, and then
so we opened it back up.
You decided to open it back up. Vance, what about you? How did you get roped into this?
I wanted to be a firefighter since I was a kid, and then I found out between them two and signed up.
All right. Luke?
My grandpa and uncle were both volunteer firefighters, so I figured I'd jump into it.
You gave it a shot?
Yeah.
You really just forced me to join.
That's kind of the way Destiny sometimes. Aubrey, what about you? You didn't really answer. You let Addie take that one. Did she force you into it? She kind of like your Luke of the group here?
No, it was more so like I wanted to do this for like a while since I was a kid, and then Addie mentioned it to me, and then we talked to her dad about it, and he kind of started it all up for us.
Starting it back up, because this was a really good program back in the day. I know that you used to see the explorers running around at the picnics all the time, taking out the trash, doing all the work, running back and forth, doing stock runs. So you kind of get lucky in the fact that we don't have those 3-day picnics anymore, because I know that those kids were wore out by the end of it. Just ask Biggs about that. He was one of the ones, he ran all the time for that kind of stuff. So it's a part of being the explorers. What have you guys learned so far about firefighting? We're just going to keep starting at the end of the table, so just get used to talking down there, Barbara. You got to just buck up. Let's go.
I mean, so far we've learned like the basics on like getting the gear and using the oxygen tanks and everything.
We haven't really done much yet. The only thing we've done is go and cut up cars with Cahokia, but not really much.
Vance, what about you? Have you learned anything? I know that's hard for you, but have you learned anything?
Yeah, I've learned how to use the SCBA tanks.
Luke?
I've learned how to use the hose line and then the SCBAs.
The SCBAs and the auto restriction vehicles tools.
Okay. So what kind of training do you guys do? I know you meet once a week, right, on Monday nights. What is it, like 6 to 8, something like that? What are you guys typically, is it more classroom setting where like your dad and some of the others are talking to you about what happens, or walk us through a general Monday night for you guys? All right, anybody?
Sometimes, like before we start training, they'll talk us through the basics of how it's done, and then they'll show us, and then they'll let us do it.
So you get a visual of them doing it, and then you guys just go in and repeat the process. Okay. And that's, is there anything big coming up on the horizon, like training-wise for you guys?
Yeah, Parade Department has a live brain.
Next Saturday.
Yeah.
Next Saturday?
Yeah.
And so are they burning a house, or?
Yeah.
It is, it's a house?
Yeah, it's a property up in the Bluffs. It's got a house, a barn, and a trailer, I think.
Okay. Are they burning all 3 of them, or?
They're burning the house and the trailer, but not the barn.
Are you guys going to get to go in on that?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I know you're excited about it. I don't even have to ask you. How about the rest of you?
I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to it.
Pretty
Getting
excited.
packed up and going in,
Yeah.
making first entry on that kind of stuff. I know, how many of you guys have actually been on fire calls so far? Okay, everybody but poor Aubrey. Oh my
I
goodness.
just got my car, so I can go to them.
Oh, so now you can go to them more often now. So what have you done on fire scenes, guys, so far?
We've done overhaul with them.
Now, what is overhaul? Walk the general public through overhaul. I know what overhaul is,
It's
but
a
you
cleanup after the fire.
Right. So you're going through, you're making sure there's no hot spots, rolling things, moving things around.
Yeah.
That kind of getting trash out of the way and stuff like that. What else have you guys done?
We've helped hand out water. We're definitely big helps. Like trying to
We're the
support-
water boys.
Yeah. we're like definitely big helps on scene, trying to make sure the firefighters have what they need.
Okay. And then so like if they need a pike pole or something like that, you guys are running to get it, or a Halligan or anything like that, you guys are running to get it.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. Have you learned where everything is on the truck? Have you gone through that? That was one of the first things you did, right? Is
Yeah.
learn where everything is on the truck.
Yeah.
So if I go, where's a Halligan at? And you guys can tell me, or where's the Jaws of Life at? I don't even know if they stock those on the trucks anymore. What about EMS? You guys don't handle any EMS calls,
No.
right? You're not allowed to go on those.
Yeah.
I know there was a big garage fire. How many of you made a garage fire? So
Three.
these three idiots made it, okay. And unfortunately, they made the news. I know that. It was, two of them did. I saw them on there. It's unfortunate that of the five of you, these three are the ones that ended up on TV. It's a horrible thing. What did you guys do different on that fire than you've gotten to do on other ones?
Not much different. It was really, they get the fire out and we're doing overhaul and
Handing out
and
water.
waters.
So you guys had pike poles in your hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you using the pike poles for? I mean, I know the overhaul side of it, but what else did you tell me that you got to do?
Pulling off the siding of
Siding.
one of the houses.
Okay, because it kind of melted the siding on
Yeah.
that other house. Just making sure there was no fire underneath there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got that. This weekend, Saturday's open house, right? All right. And that's from, what, noon to 3?
10.
10 to 2? All right, so Saturday morning from 10 to 2 p.m. is open house at the fire department. So it's open to community. Come up, especially any kids that might be interested and didn't know that they had an Explorer program. Come up and check it out and talk to some of the firefighters up there. I know Kelly will be there and probably most of the other officers. So come up and make sure you check out. Are they having food or anything like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
They're growing stuff.
They're grilling stuff. Are they selling it or
It's free.
It's free. So come up and walk around the firehouse and nothing else, get you some free barbecue. Where do any of you want to like take this further as a career?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like all of you would like to be professional firefighters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that, like with the athletic side of it, for these two, they have to be eligible. And I was really happy to hear that not only does that carry over to the firehouse, but the chief has made it even stricter that you can't have any Fs and be able to go on a call, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, silence that. So as far as an academic standard for parents that are worried about, if it hurts grades or anything like that, just with the athletics side of it, if you're ineligible, you can't play. And for this instance, it's an even tougher restriction, a tougher standard for these young people because they're going in and at some point will be probably putting their lives on the line in a fire situation, not within the next year or so, but as you get older. So being up to date on your grades and being studious, learning the fire stuff, it's very important, and they take that very seriously. And to me, that's one of the great things because it spurred him to do even better. You know, he was doing good with these grades anyway, but he's like, hey, I can't have any bad grades whatsoever. So all of his grades have come up at least, another letter grade since then, for the most part? Even if you're lying, just say that. Okay. For the most part, they've all come up about a letter grade.
Chris, real quick, Chase Putnam, he said you guys are a great group of kids to have around the firehouse. I asked which one would be in line first for free food. Who do you think he said?
Luke.
He definitely said Luke.
It was like, yeah, it had to be. Yeah. He's the skinniest one I've ever seen, but like if he took his shirt off right now, he would blind you with the glare. I mean, and you'd probably be able to see right through him. So it was really, I was really happy to hear that there's a higher standard for this. Or does anybody else have any problems with the grades or anything? Everybody's good? Keegan? Okay. All right. Well, you weren't answering, so I had to ask. So with that coming up, with the open house coming up, the burn next week, what are you most excited about learning or doing coming up?
For me, I'm probably like the most excited. Well, the actual burn itself is going to be exciting, but if we do forcible entry training, I think that's probably going to be pretty cool. Just using a Halligan to bust a door down.
Why so aggressive? I figured
Forcible
everybody
entry.
would be the one.
That does seem like the funnest part of it, though.
The forcible. Everybody wants to break into houses. Here we go. Just a bunch of mini little criminals here breaking into houses. So it's been a pretty fun experience for everybody. Where do you guys see yourself working at? What's your ideal setup for? Do you want to be in a place that does a lot of fires as you get older, or do you want to be in a place that's kind of mixed and no? You want the action, you want the smoke, as they say. You want all the smoke. Okay. Where I know Luke has ties, and Addie, you have ties as well, family-wise. Anybody else have any family that's in the fire service right now? No, so you're all just peer pressured into besides you. That's okay. What else do you guys do outside of the fire department? Like athletically or scholar bowl, or anybody on the robotics team? Anybody doing anything else? Drama club?
I mean, outside of like the firehouse, I'm really busy with like dance, cross country, and then track season's coming up. So
you run cross country and you're in dance?
Yeah.
God help you, my daughter did that all those things. So I know how time consuming and how rough that can be.
Yeah.
Do you guys do any physical fitness? That's one question I wanted to ask you while you're there. I know you two get it with cross country and dance, but you two get it with football. What about you guys? Do they do anything at the firehouse or give you any criteria or anything?
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just everybody. I'm just looking down the table.
At the firehouse, we don't really do anything like physically, like for that reason. Not really at the firehouse, but like outside of the firehouse, I go to the gym with my sister. That's really all I do.
At what age do you become regular volunteer firefighters for Dupo?
18.
18.
Oh, okay.
Who's the oldest here?
Probably you.
Probably me.
And you're 16?
Yeah.
So you got 2 years, about a year and a half or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. You've got just under 3 years. Who knows how old you are?
What age did you have to be to join?
14?
Yeah, 14.
It's 14 and then it graduated 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a freshman at 14,
Yeah.
and then you can join it.
Yeah.
Well, I had a line of questioning I wanted to ask you guys. Outside of, well, Kelly, I know what I want to say. Kelly, make them pack up and like go for a half-mile run. Take them down to the track. Make them run full pack for a half mile.
You guys think you can do that?
No.
Have you guys had to do the fit test
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
mask?
We just
Yeah.
did that.
Monday night.
Tell me about that.
Well, we didn't do fit testing yet. That's at
Oh, right
the
now.
airport,
We
but
did the regular,
we did the physical test for
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
they monitor our heart rate without the
It's like
masks
the
and
like the
then
physical
wearing the
mask.
masks.
So do you guys have little ports set up with gear in it, like regular firefighters
Yeah.
do?
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
If they have their own turnout gear.
Okay, turnout gear.
Yeah. Right? They still use that phrase?
Yeah.
turnout
Yeah.
gear?
Chief Schaefer said he's down for a 5K. He said, how about a 5K?
5K with the full package. That's what I'm talking about.
That might be a good fundraiser.
That would be a good, hey, good fundraiser. Yeah.
Dupo Fire Explorers 5K, fully
Packed up.
fully geared out.
There are 5 of
fine.
you. You could do 1K each. There we go.
They're trying
Tag
to do the
off.
math on that.
Yeah, they're
How much is a 1K?
And then they'll be like, what?
What's a 1K?
What is a K? So you guys are really looking forward to this. What are you guys going to be doing Saturday? Have you been told what your job is Saturday?
No.
Not yet.
I mean, it's probably showing some things off on the trucks or something like that, walking people through that kind of thing.
They'll probably stick us on bounce house duty.
Bounce house.
Probably.
There's going to be bounce houses?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bounce houses.
Momo should come up for that.
Oh
one.
yeah, he will be.
Get Mo up there.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends or anybody else that you're trying to get to join right now, or anybody close? Nobody?
I have Gavin and Evan that I'm trying to convince to join.
Okay. All right. Are they? Hey guys, come up Saturday. We'll see if we can't get them up there Saturday. So it's what Gavin Barlow and Evan Cord.
Yeah.
I know one thing that if some people are a little hesitant, I know a lot of the firefighters that have rolled through Dupo, and Luke's uncle is a professional firefighter. There's a lot of guys up there that have probably 10, 20, 30 years of experience doing this. So let your kids come be a part of this. They're in great hands. I know that they'll all be kept safe. There are certain calls that you guys can't go on, right? Like not just the EMS calls, but like highway accidents, you
Yeah.
guys can't go on those, right? So there's no risk of any injuries there. And at fires right now, they're relegated, like they said, to cleanup duty, to overhaul and making sure there's no hot spots. And I know that they're always with somebody. So it's not like they're just walking through a building that's been on fire by themselves, correct? You guys are always with somebody,
Yeah.
an experienced firefighter walking through there, right? What else do you guys have? Anything you guys want to say to everybody out there? This is your time to shine. When you say, come up, and join us, come check out all the cool stuff.
Just like just come hang out on Mondays. It's like Van said when he first came up. It's really fun.
Yeah.
So just hanging out, a bunch of guys and gals hanging out, having a good time,
If you're
learning stuff.
interested, go up Monday.
So what goes through on a normal meeting night? What do they typically talk about on a normal meeting night?
I mean, sometimes whenever we're up there, the meeting doesn't really start till like 7 o'clock.
It's usually 7.
So either we'll like wash a truck or we'll clean something up.
Beforehand,
Yeah.
and then you go into the meeting.
And then they'll do their meeting and sit down, see how that all goes.
Will they just talk about what's going on with the firehouse, or do they talk about
Yeah.
Pretty much.
community events coming up or anything like that?